Okay, so let's play some chess today. Let's see what opponent is available. Okay, so he's Saint Wali Kilos, 1591 with it. D4, very solid opening. E3, so maybe he'll go for some stone wall, but at that moment, White just C1 bishop lacks some mobility. I'll play some normal. Honestly, I don't know much theory. I just play what I feel is correct. Bishop G4 label here. 95. Queen. Let's play an end game from move 7.
So knight to c6, bishop b5 or knight captures c6, knight b5 threatening knight c7, fork. So king to d8, and now castling doesn't matter much because queen is gone, so there is no much threat of bishop takes the pawn. I think bishop will be trapped after this, if I am not mistaken. Yes, and the bishop is gone. Okay, knight to c3, but we are a piece up, so we'll quickly exchange the pieces of our opponent so that they have less chance of counter play. And I'm expecting a long castle check or rook d1 check. That's only like of attacking move from white to the more the pieces will disappear from the board, the more of my winning chances will be higher because I'm already a piece up here. Okay, rook d8. Knight c7 has no point. If I am playing rook d8, then what is the point of knight c7? The knight is just of no use. Okay. Can I trap the knight with a6? Yes. Knight is kind of trapped here because all of the squares where the white knight can go is controlled by my pawns. So I will play here bishop d7 and rook d8. Yes, rook d8. And then bishop to d8, and then bishop d7. And now I'll play rook c8, and then the knight on c7 will be lost. Or he has to give up the knight for a pawn or something. His idea is good. He's kind of trying to, if I play rook c8, he has rook b7 protecting everything. I cannot push the pawn because then my a6 pawn will lose. Let's try this one. Knight a5. Oh, I think I had king to d6 here. Okay. Anyways, this is winning. But I had king to d6 there. I missed that. White can resign here because black has no, I mean white has no way to continue this game because his knight will be gone and yeah, he resigned. Good play. Let's analyze the game. So he played with 95% accuracy. The accuracy higher because White blundered early in the game here. This is of course a blunder because after e6 the bishop is trapped and the bishop is lost. So after that the knight is also trapped. And yes, this is completely, even if the best new computer plays and c7 and it's gone. Okay, good game. Let's play another one. We are playing against a 1668 Hamid Kurti. So he's playing the Caro-Kann defense. We'll play the exchange Caro-Kann with e takes d5 and bishop d3, stopping bishop f5. Black has a way, various ways to play, yeah, knight f6 and h3 to stop any future bishop g4. Queen b6 is a good move. g6, okay, knight f3. Bishop f5. We don't want to exchange this bishop because our bishop is a good bishop. Uh, so we can play bishop b5 check, knight c6, knight e5, bishop e2. Let's play this check first. Knight c6. I'm expecting c3. Knight e5, queen b6. Then we can exchange that. So yes, c3 I think it's good. Knight e5. queen b6 was required to challenge the bishop first. Now I have a lot of time to counter queen b6 with queen b3. And if it takes my knight, I'm not particularly worried because at any point of time I move like f4. Knight d7, queen d5, and knight e4. So the only good move, I think. What does it? Check. Bishop takes e5. Well, we played, I think, knight d2, sub castle. Queen takes b7 would be a good move because after queen takes b7, rook b8, and after that I don't think, I don't know. Like why to give blacks unnecessary activity after queen takes b7, rook b8, queen a6, rook b2, and I just don't like when my opponent's rook comes to the second rank or the seventh rank. Bishop e6. I played that. Let's exchange the queen. Knight d3 check is threatened. That point of time I believe my bishop f1. Okay, I will accept it. I will take something I did wrong, which will be later be understood when I will analyze that. But for now, let's improve my position. And I'm planning for long castle. And I can long castle here if the my idea is to play knight c5 at some point, attack the bishop and the pawns. Knight c5 I think is better. Knight c5 I think knight c5 is better because after knight c5 attacking the bishop and also attacking the pawn on a6. If bishop c4 then knight a6 and if a5. B3 is a private, so it's knight to B4, I guess. Knight B4 and F3, King F2, Rook D1 can be played. pawn up, but I have to play well because he has the bishop pair and the position is quite open here. Rook to c1. I want to play b3 and just remove the bishop from this diagonal so that I can play king e2 and bring my other rook to d1 and control that. Yes, and here b3. Bishop to e6 at 7 should be played, and then king to e2, king to e2, and yes, and rook d1, and now my position is getting better slowly. c3, bishop to d4. Bishop e3 is a blunder kind of. The bishop e3 f4, then if I play, then f3 will be a discovered check. So rook c2, c2. If I take, then rook e8. Okay, so to accept that, just check. Side here. Player bishop to 3 f4 is acting definitely. Bishop to c1, and I'll play bishop b2 at some point. Here bishop h5 will be played, so f3. I am pretty sure that this should be exchanged here, otherwise I'm threatening some knight h6 and knight b6. He's just misses knight b6. Although rook a2, bishop b3 is a good try. Rook d2, bishop d1, rook d1. Okay, to check rook to d2, and if rook d2 king d2, then bishop b4, but I played rook d2 to c takes d2. Yes, this is a blunder. Check, check, and the bishop is lost after rook to d7. Okay, this was a tough game, at least conversion wise, but at the end, exchange here, knight f3, and bishop takes f4. Nobody is played, although bishop takes 5 indeed best choice, but bishop b5 check, knight c6, c3, yes, knight takes c6, b takes c6, and bishop takes c6. I would have win a pawn, but I just missed that. Uh, bishop it is a blunder because knight e5 and knight e4, which was talking during the analysis, but knight d7 allows me knight d3, and of course black is slightly better here, although position is equal, just because of the control of the bishop. Stay f4, take the bishop d2, then rook f6. Okay, black is getting activity is coming, rook e6, rook d6. So okay, so what will happen here? Rook e8, knight d3. Let's calculate this. Then f4 is a solution. Rook d8, king d1. This is still equal. And here I got some knight b6 is a mistake because of bishop g6. Wow, the rook is trapped here. Because if I go there, then bishop takes here, bishop takes. And to play this, take two, check, I would have lost here, so b3 was a mistake, knight b6 was a mistake, so I missed bishop g6, so here knight a3, but after that it was completely winning. Yes, the accuracy is 90%, but the game could have slipped away, so at this point we'll see black has a lot of advantage, this point also. Okay, so let's finish the stream today here.